Hello everyone, Sentinel Taurus here, and for today, I'll be talking about something interesting. I decided to make this video as I have noticed I haven't seen anything that talks about this kind of topic, and well, this is the topic. Well, we're going to be talking about the Uncharted mysticals, specifically the Uncharted trilogy, which is Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, which is the Dorado, the Shintamani Stone, and the Curse of the Djinn. Now, this will be 3 videos, which will be separated. I do apologize for my, background noise. These videos will be 3 videos, which are separated. So yeah, that's the first one, Uncharted 1. So, well, let's begin. Not much is known about the fabled El Dorado. What everyone knows is that it's a golden statue that is worth millions. Later in the game, we start witnessing strange things or hear them. An example is when Eddie Raja tells Drake that his men are suddenly dying. He also tells Navarro and Roman about this, but this time tells them that Drake isn't the one doing this, but it's the island. He tells them that the island is cursed, and well, Roman and Navarro laugh it off. Back in Chapter 3, when Sullivan and Drake discover a German U-boat in the forest, Drake discovers and investigates. After discovery, Drake investigates, and well, Drake finds, and I quote, "There is blood everywhere and soup. This means that something happened here." We later see that the captain, who looks like he has been killed by something. And well, this is the first one. And I might as well show you the clip of the so-called captain.
I'm in the captain's quarters. Get this, he's still here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it looks like he was killed. Ripped to shreds, actually. Oof, what a way to go.
Yeah, sounds terrible. Check his...
Well, that was a terrible death indeed. And let's carry on with the video. This time, it'll be the discovery of the fabled El Dorado. Not really discovery, but more like them, seeing an outline of the El Dorado. And what Sullivan and Drake found in the Chapter 3, or Chapter 2. So, I'll show the clip.
Oh, man.
The temple must have been built around this.
Around what?
A statue. A gold statue.
A huge gold statue. And look here, these people, they're worshipping the damn thing. At least, I think they're people.
Of course. El Dorado, the Golden Man. Sully, it wasn't a city of gold. It was this. It was a golden idol.
Man, can you imagine what that thing would be worth now?
Look over here. Tracks. I bet the Spanish dragged it out on cut logs. We're 400 years late for this party.
So the trail's cold.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Son of a bitch.
Unless
Unless what?
we follow the tracks.
Well, quite interesting to think. Seeing, like, I don't know, Mayans probably, or Incans or Aztecs, building such sculpture and, engraving things on, like, the side of the statue. Like, humans worshipping and such. Second cursed and strange thing is when, after Drake crashes his plane, the parts of that plane is used as a trap and Elena and Drake finds a man impaled on that thing. He finds footsteps, which is strange, and implies they're being watched. Another one here is in this chapter, Chapter 17, which is just right now, as what you saw. Yeah, if you could have saw it, if you didn't see it, whatever. What we found was a glimpse of the Descendant on what it looked like. And, well, we just saw it jumping, I guess. We later meet these things on Chapter 17 or 18, I believe. Later on the fight, we go meet and fight these descendants. And we also find the body of Sir Francis.
There's nothing here.
This is getting so old.
Nate?
It's Drake. He never found it. He just died here. So much for greatness. Wasted his life. For nothing.
Nate, are you ready to get moving?
Yeah. More than ever. Hello, boys. Easy, Eddie, easy. What the hell's going on out there?
Didn't you see them? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. We're trapped.
Jesus, what is that?
We're dead. We're all dead.
Eddie, get back here! Oh, crap.
Jake, if we don't make it out of here, I just want you to know, I hate your guts.
Yeah, likewise, pal. Now let's do this.
Eddie falls, and while Drake and Elena gets chased by a bunch of descendants, and they find themselves on a German bunker, or in a German facility.
What the hell were those things?
I don't know! I don't know! Are you okay?
Yeah. Nate?
Okay. I don't think they can get through this.
Nate,
What?
where are we?
I'm not sure. Go! Wow. This explains the U-boat in the Amazon.
Nate, come here, look at this.
So they found it. They must have broken into the vault and cleared it out.
Yeah, but what's a monastery got to do with it?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. If that's where the statue is now... Oh man, we were right on top of it.
I bet this will take us to the surface.
Guess the Nazis didn't pay their electric bill.
Oh, damn it!
You know, I bet if we can make it to the generator room, we could get the power turned back on. We just gotta find a way out of here first. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Found a way out.
Nice work.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Nope. This one's all you, cowboy.
What do you mean?
Nate, you know I can't make that jump.
There's no way I'm leaving you here alone with those
We
things.
don't have a choice. Just go turn the power on, come back and get me, and then we'll get the hell out of here, okay? Just go.
I will be right back.
Yeah.
We explore the bunker and meet more descendants. We turn the power on and we are greeted with a tape. And a letter from Sir Francis himself.
My end is near. The devils hunt for me in the darkness. The gold of El Dorado bears a terrible curse. The Spaniards have unleashed hell and become as demons. My men have all been murdered, leaving the task to me alone. No ship will depart this island. I destroyed them all and drowned the cursed city. A thing of such great evil must never leave these shores. In my final hour, I commend my soul to God. May he have mercy on this unholy place. Francis Drake. My God.
Just to make things clear, we were clearly attacking a bunch of German and Spanish descendants. They also have other names. People like to call them Spanish zombies, or just zombies in general. Now, soon in the game, or once further in the game, we actually get to see Roman open the treasure and unleash the curse. We get to witness it ourselves.
Oh, man. Whoa.
You two should realize by now that I plan for every contingency. Now drop your weapons. Down there. No heroics, please. Or I will kill her. Good. Now, if you'll just hang tight, we'll be with you in a moment. It's magnificent. The craftsmanship. I've never seen anything like it before.
That is only a shell. The real treasure of El Dorado lies inside. Open it!
My God.
Watch this. Adios, Jefe. So little imagination.
As what you have seen, that was Roman unleashing the curse of El Dorado. Now, there are effects, or side effects or whatever, after unleashing the curse. So first, as we have seen in Roman, he got pale all of a sudden, and we have also noticed that from the other old descendants. The next, his mouth and nose starts to bubble, or have, drool, I guess. And then his eyes went dark, though, as you have seen his dead body. And as I said, there's a long-term effect for that. If you're cursed for a long time, then you're gonna become like the other descendants, where they become so pale, their face changes, and all they want to do is eat. And an interesting thing is that their form of attacking, they have biting also, chewing things like zombies. Sorry, they're called zombies. But they also break people's spines, as what we've witnessed a bunch of times in the game. They also try to do it on Drake. It's a form of them attacking Drake, and yeah. Now another little something interesting, and I think some people don't know, or no, I don't know, is that there are actually two variations of the Descendants, and you don't really get to fight those two variations. You only get to fight one variation. It's not cut content, it's just lore, or I guess it's just by imagination. So as we've all know or seen earlier, there was a U-boat in the middle of the Amazon. And we've seen that guy ripped to shreds by Nate, which means that there was a descendant actually came there and killed that guy. And those are actually two variations. We have the Amazonian descendant, which is the one in the forest chapters of the game. Though we don't get to see them, they've done some horrible things. And then we have the one that I call the bunker descendants, which is the ones you find in the treasure room and in the bunker German facility. And it's just pretty cool to have these little. I kind of really find the Amazonian descendant to be interesting. I think their appearance won't change though; it's just the same. And it's pretty interesting. I just really find the whole thing to be interesting about the whole people worshiping the golden statue, and well, I guess the Spaniards must have opened up the treasure. They got cursed, and then they dragged the treasure, and then cursed the whole thing. The interesting thing is that actually these descendants actually have knowledge, and they're smart. They can actually build things, like the trap, for example, and they can move things around. They can drag things, just like the treasure. As what we have also noticed, these things are really flexible, as they're able to crawl through pipes and these little holes in the facility. And as I said before, the descendants are actually smart creatures. Unlike regular zombies, where they're all they want is meat. The descendants are pretty smart. I mean, to think that they actually stole scrap from Drake's plane and decided to use it as a trap to kill the humans in the island. I mean, I think that is one of the Amazonian descendants we don't get to physically see. And yeah. And I'm assuming, okay, so here's my little theory. The treasure was moved around by these things, because if everyone knew the treasure was cursed, okay, example, if the German or the old Spanish pirates knew the treasure was cursed, why would they still drag it around, right? And I'm pretty sure bioweapons weren't a thing at that time. So, like, for me, in my opinion, is that these humans, once they got cursed by the treasure, they actually had the intelligence to drag the treasure around and get it out of the city. Sir Francis Drake did try to do that, and I mean, no, actually, Sir Francis did do that. He drowned the cursed city, and I guess the El Dorado was stuck in the treasure vault, as it's not allowed to reach the shores of civilization. And in the ending, we get to see the El Dorado sinking in the bottom of the ocean, along with Navarro.
Elena! Elena! Oh, God. Elena! Come on. Can you stand? Okay, come on.
Okay.
You all right?
Oh, Nate!
Adios, asshole.
And that is it for the El Dorado Mystical of Uncharted Drake's Fortune. It's not really a full explanation, since, well, that's all the information I could gather up at the moment. I actually was curious on how the El Dorado was cursed and why it was cursed. And, well, I just looked that up on the internet, and all they gave me was just the El Dorado, the actual real-life El Dorado, not really real life, but the El Dorado city, instead of the fictional El Dorado sarcophagus, which is sad. One thing to note, though, is that inside the sarcophagus, I mean, we actually get to see a mummy. That's a golden finger, I believe. And, of course, I think, Not a Dog, I doubt Not a Dog will ever tell us on how the El Dorado was cursed, or how that happened in the first place. But I guess it's just up to our imagination. In my opinion, it's just maybe this guy was so rich and he was cruel to everyone that some witch cursed him, and that maybe he'll die with his treasure or something. I don't know, the usual fairy tale you made up, but but judging by the sculptures and the paint carvings we saw on the wall, those things were not like in the modern era or some type. Not modern era, I mean, like not in the 17th century thing. It's probably somewhere between like the 700th century BC or 8th AD, like the Incan, the Mayan, or the Aztec era. Maybe some Aztecs or some Incans cursed something, or cursed something. Maybe, okay, just maybe. I'm just gonna heavily use the Incans here, since the Incans are close to the Spanish, or I think it's the Aztecs, whatever. The Incans, I believe the Incans made the El Dorado sarcophagus, and to protect the El Dorado sarcophagus from people who steal it, I'm assuming someone cursed it, which resulted with that. Like maybe someone put a dead body in there, or a mummified, yeah, and then cursed the body, and well, the whole thing's history. Now, there's actually a scientific explanation for that, but that is for another video. And as well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll make another one for Uncharted 2, and in 3, it'll be the next weekend. Goodbye, and thank you.